First of all, thank you for everyone who's come out tonight. We've been posting some stuff online, trying to get as much attention out there as we can, and just really appreciate you guys coming in, showing up, and just sort of letting us speak to you for a while and explain what our goal is and what Viper Baseball Academy is. For those guys who don't know us, my name's Dakota Mitchell, and this is Byron Wiley. Basically, a bit of history. I've been playing baseball since I was about 5. Started at T-ball, worked my way up all throughout the leagues, played junior state levels, went over and played for Australia at the under-17s, under-18s World Championships. Signed professionally with the Cincinnati Reds at 18. Spent about 4 years over there. Little bit of a stint with the ABL Bite back in the day. Now it's the Giants. And then since then, just floated around, played a bit of A grade, bit of B grade, coached B grade for 5 years at Sturt. And I've been a senior pitching coach for the club at Sturt for 4 years. And then this is my first year here as a senior pitching coach.
And I'm glad you all are out here tonight. Like I said, my name is Byron Wiley, and obviously I'm from the States. So was born and raised in Houston. Been playing baseball my whole life as well. Played my college baseball at Kansas State, where I got drafted out of college by the Cincinnati Reds as well, and was with them for 4 years, and then traded to the Diamondbacks and was with them for another 4. And then that's what got me here. Also played with the Bite as well, and then wind up playing another 3 years professionally. So got a lot of knowledge between the two of us. And like I said, we also got another fella coming out by the name of Stephen Welch, which I'm sure you guys all know. Glad you guys are here, and I'm eager to start working with all of you. So
everyone who's around baseball knows who Steph is. Baseball Australia is just him. He's been around it forever, professional for 8-9 years, represented Australia for over 10 years, played Giants for over 10 years, and just A grade for about 20 odd years. The fourth coach is my youngest brother, Hunter Mitchell. He's currently in college in Missouri at the moment. He'll be back in about second week of May, so he'll be in charge of all of our strength and conditioning. And he's also going to be helping me out with the pitching as well. But first of all, I just want to introduce Viper Baseball Academy and why we decided to start it. So Byron and I, throughout the year, we were talking about just the lack of outside of club programs. During the off season, there's a lot of kids who just fall through the cracks, and they sort of just do nothing during the off season. So with that, we wanted to help sort of develop the younger kids, but then also with some of the older guys who are in the 1, 2, 3s or around there who want to get better and move up or hold their position. There's nothing really happening during the off season. So that's why we wanted to start something up that's more of a professional standard as well. So it's not just sort of a baseball come try. So we're running at professional standards at sort of what will be at a college or at pro bowl. So there'll be no sort of babying around. You'll be running. You'll be doing fitness stuff. We'll be doing the hard yards. It's not, like I said, it's not a come and try. We're here at a professional standard, and we're going to be working hard to try to get better. Everyone should be having a goal for what their next season should be, whether that be making a team, making a state team, going up a grade, having a better average, whatever it is. We want to try to find a goal for everyone during this off season and then achieve it.
To touch on it, I mean, for a lot of you guys, I know after the Fuelers that I coach with the clubs, my first year with the club for the ones that aren't with us, but for throughout the season, like I said, I was touching base with a few of you guys, and during the season is not when it's time to get the work in. So in the off season right now is the time, you gotta put the most work in. This is where you get better at in the off season. During the season, it's too late. So like I said, just to continue what Cody was saying, we're gonna, with the work that we're gonna put in here, it's not gonna be just come out and go through the motions and hope that we get better, hope that things happen. We're gonna hit the ground running, guys. Like, you guys are here for a reason. You're obviously here to get better. And like I said, the way we look at the game, it's taken us a long way. It brought me here. So I put in a lot of work, over the years to be at the level that I made it to. Same thing for Dakota. And we know all you guys love the game. So there's no more fun you can have in the game when you're producing, you're helping the team win, you're getting better. So, I mean, that's just what we're going to focus on, guys, making sure we stay positive. But, we're all going to be tough on you. But it's all going to be positive because we know all you guys want it. So you come out ready to work, then, the improvement will show. So, really, really looking forward to that. So
the program will be held here at Port. We'll be doing Tuesday, Thursday nights at about 5:30. We'll be looking to run for an hour and a half to 2 hours. Obviously, daylight's not going to be our best friend. So we're going to be trying to get our throwing and outside work done as soon as we can, but we're going to be able to use the sheds as well. So we'll be using the machines, we'll be getting some work done in there. We're also trying to get some investment into some floodlights so we can do some ground balls or some fitness stuff outside when it is night. So that way we can maximize our time. We're also going to be doing Sundays at 10. So that way we can have the full facilities. We can use outside. We can use the sheds. We can get, probably our biggest time and, most activities done on Sundays. Everyone's going to make every session. So if you just sort of let us know, that way we can accord, our plans accordingly, and we can figure out, how many kids we're going to have, how many guys we're going to have, and then work off that, and we can figure out a plan for that night. This program, basically, we're just doing it. We're doing everything we can. We're going to be trying to front as much money as we can up, trying to keep the pricing low, because this is our first year, but we're hoping it's not our only year. We want to try to build this over a long term. You guys are basically, if you guys end up joining us, you'll be the beta testers. You'll be the first guys on the ground getting this sorted. All right. So it might not be as flushed out and as smooth as we once hoped, but we'll figure that out throughout the year. And so that's why we're only looking to charge around that $300 mark. And that'll be running from the first Sunday, which is the 4th of May, to about the second week of August. So we're saying around the 4th of Sunday, because we know some guys are doing schoolboys and stuff like that who are looking to join. Then they get back, I think, that Monday. So we're going to start around that time. And then the second week of August is roughly when clubs sort of start going back to their own preseason. So we don't want to interfere with that as well. So if we can work in that period, 3 days a week, we're also going to be getting uniforms fronted for us. So you'll be getting hoodie, training top, and a hat. And that'll be provided as well.
Yeah, I mean, I know for the hitters, like I said, I know the ones that aren't in the club. I mean, in the tunnels there, we got all the audio and all the video we need in there. We got a flat screen in there, so we can hook up whatever we need to watch our swings. In the outfield, like I said, we can film out there, just getting work in. Yeah, it's just like I said, all together, guys. I mean, we're just here to get in the work. I mean, we you got a lot of knowledge here between us. So it's like I said, if you guys are here to work, then it'll show. So
yeah, part of that with the filming as well. I've got some forms here as well, and that would be included the permission to film, because obviously there's going to be some guys who are under 18, everything like that. Our goal is to grow the academy in every way we can, and social media is the best way to do that at these points. So we'll be filming every training. So every training we'll be filming. I'll put it all together into a package at the end of the week, upload it to YouTube, basically a cut, fine sort of version of what a week's training is. So that way you can go back, see what we're doing. Other people can look at what we're doing, become interested. Oh, wow, this looks pretty professional. These guys know what they're doing, and then potentially grow the program bigger and bigger off that. But with that as well, we'll be able to do smaller clips highlighting individual players. So if we're, for instance, having a showcase night where one night or one day we're not going to be having any trainings, everyone's going to be throwing their bullpens, everyone's going to be having just sort of a showcase of their fielding and hitting, and we'll be uploading individual videos of each player, basically going through player's name, date of birth, what they do, everything like that. And then it would be just an individual video of that player highlighting their hitting, fielding, and pitching. So that way, especially for younger guys looking to get overseas into colleges or professional ball, you can now reach a broader audience. It's not just guys here locally. If we can post online and get more viewership and get some more guys overseas, some colleges and stuff like that, it's just going to make your life a lot easier, because it's hard being on the other side of the world and trying to get some recognition from guys from overseas. And then same for even the local ball guys, you guys who aren't in that college age anymore. You have the potential, the possibility to grab someone's attention playing some indie ball, grab someone's attention playing in Europe. We've had a few guys from this club over in Germany and Czech Republic and all that sort of stuff playing baseball. So it's not just for the younger guys trying to get to college and pro bowl. It's also for some of the older guys who might want to travel, be able to go to Europe and America and things like that. So, we'll have that form in there. If you have any questions at all, please let us know about that. But like I said, we'll just be filming everything and trying to highlight as much as we can to try to get us and you guys out there to the world. And Byron probably can explain a bit more about how much harder it is to be seen here than it is over there.
Absolutely. I mean, obviously, you guys know, you cross all the way around the world to try to get over to the States, and it is tough. It is tough, and it's tough it was for me to get here. I mean, it's even tough for you guys to get back to the States, where that's where you guys all want to be. I mean, that's the big show over there. So but like I said, I keep touching on it. The work is what gets you there, guys. The work. And this is the time to do it. You guys, I know speaking for the guys in the club, and you got all you guys throughout the season was talking about getting better, and for the guys that aren't in the club, I know going around just talking to Coda and a few of the guys who know a lot of you guys from different clubs. But you can't cheat the work, guys. If you guys want to get better, then you got to put in the work. You can't talk about it. You got to be about it. And like I said, and that's what makes a ball player. That's where guys, get to the States and progress is the work you put in. So, all the guys that want to sit around and play video games and things like that while you guys are working, you're just going to pass them up. That's how it works. That's how it works in this world, guys. The more work you put in, the more you're going to get out of it. So I'm excited. I know Dakota's excited. We're all excited. Like I said, we got a lot of knowledge here, and you guys are willing to absorb it. Then, you'll see the improvements, guys. So
We want to see you guys grow as much as we possibly can. So outside of our standard 3 days a week, we'll be having individual sessions. So if you guys want to have an individual session with, one of us, well, she's probably going to be the hardest to have an individual session with because he's sort of got a lot of family commitments. But especially with, Byron, me, or even Hunter when he's here, we'll be doing individual sessions, $50 an hour, and you just be one-on-one, not as a group, just one-on-one together. And that way you can, spend the time you need to get better as well. So obviously we have our normal group sessions 3 days a week, but if you want some extra work, we've always got that ability open to you as well. Because sometimes it's hard as a group to get that time. There's a lot of guys who are trying to get in and out. So sometimes that one-on-one just to fine tune something helps massively.
Absolutely.
Basically all the information that we're looking for.
Absolutely. No, I'm excited. Like I said, I think I've said what I needed to say. I'm excited to work with you guys. So, if you guys have any questions or
like I said, the biggest thing is that we love this game. I'm too broken. He's too old to really.
I'm old.
to put it. We still give 110% even when we do play and when we are out there. It's the love of the game, and that's what we want to inspire into you guys as well. It's not just the physical being of playing baseball. We're going to be trying to work on mentality. Keeping you cool under pressure, dealing with things outside of baseball, because this is just the very, very early steps of baseball. From here, if you do go to college, if you do go to America, especially younger guys who haven't left home, haven't done anything outside of home, it is a giant shock to the system to actually get there, and now you're by yourself. You've got no one to rely on. It is a scary, scary thing to be over there by yourself at 17, 18 with no one there to help you. So we'll be trying to help with that aspect as well. Like Byron's working on some food plans and stuff like that. Like part of this program will be like having you guys cook a meal each week or something like that, so you actually learn how to survive on yourself, because there's no point going there and then drowning. So a lot of this stuff is not just learning baseball, it's learning how to just grow up in general. So it's not just this, it's a wide blanket of we're just helping you develop as a person. So that's probably one of the most important things.
Yeah, and just to touch on, I know he's talking about the meal plans and things like that. Yeah, I am planning on starting a meal plan, because I know we can talk about as much as, working on our hitting and our swinging, but you guys are at the age now where your bodies are all changing. You're all are getting bigger, stronger. So with that, you're gonna have to put in a lot more work, whether that be in the gym, whether it be conditioning, because right now you guys are all hitting puberty. You're all going through that time where your body is starting to, change a little bit. So you're getting a bit awkward in that time frame or that age group. So right now is the time for you guys to really to put in the work. So the food plan I want to put in, like, so I'll touch base, once we start this thing up. But I'll try to want to, see how you guys are going as far as what you're eating, how many times you go to the gym, what conditioning you're doing, like all these things affect how you play. It affects your everyday life, what you put in your body. So all these things we're going to touch on, not just the on-field stuff, but like I said, body conditioning, taking care of your body, and what you're eating and what you're doing away from the game. So that all, like I said, all ties into your play on the field, guys.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, well, no, absolutely. And that's another thing. I'm not going to break anybody's pockets as far as what, the meal plan you guys are going to do or the budget or whatever. But like I said, all you youngsters can pretty much eat anything at this age and get away with it. But there's some things, like I said, I will try to eliminate for you guys. But for the most part, it's just food consumption. I mean, that's the thing that really what you guys are going to do is the more we're working out, the more you're going to be burning. So you're going to have to fuel your body, guys. So, but you're right, man. I'm not going to, like I said, you got to spend $400, buy the best of this. That's not how it is. I mean, there's ways you can, buy the lower end stuff, save money, but still, like I said, fuel your body throughout the day, whether you go back to school or while we're out here training or whatever else to give you that energy to sustain you. Because once we get out here, guys, like I said, for the time we're out here, we're going to work. So you're going to want to make sure you're feeling you got some energy in your body, because we gonna put the work in. So, but yes, ma'am, I definitely will make sure, like I said, yep, I'll definitely put something together. No
Yeah,
worries.
and that's about
Yep.
preparing for the future as well.
Yep.
Like I said, you young guys who are going to go to college and play pro ball, that's part of it, is learning how to meet your dietary, what you need for your food, but also, when I was playing pro ball, I don't know about you, but like I was on $150 a fortnight. Like, you don't really get much with that. College guys, like I said, my youngest brother, man, we got to send him money all the time because he can't work.
Yeah.
He sends me videos of him, and his meal for the night is just like a 250 gram of minced meat cooked in a frying pan. That's it. Or the other night he sends me through a thing, and it's just white rice. Not even veggies, because him and his roommate had to rock, paper, scissors over who got the veggies because there was a handful left. So all of that is preparing for that. It is not the luxury that people think of playing pro ball.
Absolutely.
It's not the luxury that you think of playing college. Not many guys go to the top tier of college, the NCAA Div 1 guys. Now, you get a little bit looked after there, but 90% of the guys would be JUCO, right?
Yeah, 100%.
JUCO ain't getting anything. Right. So this is all of that learning to prepare for what it is really like. It's not a fairy tale. It is, once you get over there, it is 100 times harder than what it is here. And that's part of it, is that mental training of, it's all good to have fun and play in here, but once you get over there, you're competing for a spot. Those guys can be nice and friendly over the, outside of the game, but everyone is competing. And that's the mindset you need to develop now, is you can be friends and stuff, but you are competing for a spot. And that is the mentality that you need to develop. And that's what we'll be going through throughout the whole program.
Yep.
Does anyone else have any questions or anything like that?
Yes, ma'am.
So, like I said, Hunt will be looking after that, but it will be a mixture. So basically, he'll be writing up a strength program. So obviously, being here, we don't really have our own gym or anything like that. So at this stage, you should probably be starting a gym membership, getting out there, and he'll write out a full program what you should be doing in the gym. We'll be doing a lot of body weight stuff out here, a lot of resistance stuff with bands, medicine balls, things like that. But really, a lot of the stuff out here will be explosive, plyometric stuff, and long distance fitness. Because we've found, like, especially this year with our guys out here at A grade, we had some kids out there who were, 14, 15, and they're last in the pack for long distance running. So you're running like with 30-year-olds. You're 15. You should not be at the back. So I think that's what, back in the day when I was a your guys' age, like 14, 15, I was doing, 3, 4K runs every day. It's the stuff you do outside of what you're told is what makes you better. And so this is us giving you guys the opportunity to get better with us guiding you. Even though, you're still part of the program, you're still doing it outside of your season, which is already a big step.
Yes.
So basically, he'll give you a full program for all the lifting you need to do in the gym. And out here, we'll be doing, like I said, a lot more high explosive stuff and trying to get your fitness up as well. But we'll do it functionally. It's not just, I always back in the day, just getting told to run because I needed to run. All right. Everything we will teach you, we will explain why we are doing it. My biggest pet hate is just being told to do stuff because the coach told me to. We'll explain why you're doing this, why you're doing that, why you need to make this adjustment. It's not just doing it because we told you to. So make that very clear that we will explain and we will coach you so you learn. Because I found, again, going back to going over the seas by yourself, once you're over there playing, you need to learn to be able to make adjustments on the fly. You're not going to be able to make adjustments on the fly if the way you've been coached is just being told to do. You need to be explained why it's doing it, so that way you can fix yourself on the fly. So again, all of that will be part of that.
Yes.
We can discuss what that is. So basically, like, obviously I live down at Ranella. So this is not close to me either. So it all depends on what's necessary. Like, if we're just going to hit off a tee, or, I think you're down at Glenelg, guy.
Yeah, Glenelg. Yep.
So we can figure that out. If it's just one-on-one and we just want to, hey, I just want to work on my throwing, I want to work on my arm action, that's cool. We can just go to a park, but it all depends on what the one-on-one session entitles. If we need to use machines, or if you want to use the cages for the filming, obviously we'd have to come up here. But if it's just like throwing or working for tee or something like that, we can then figure it from there. Again, I just want to thank you guys so much for coming out. Like I said, we're very new, so I just really appreciate you guys coming out, giving us the opportunity to sort of explain what we're doing and what our goals are. And like I said, this isn't just a 1-year plan. We've got 1, 3, 5, 7, 10 years in the head looking at. We want to grow this to the point where it's a monster. And we want to say that you guys are the guys that started it. You know, being a part of something that's going to be special. And we want to try to get as many guys as we can overseas. We want to get as many guys who are the older guys, you know, move them up to be solid Div 1, Div 2, whatever they need to be. So this is just a starting point. I just want to say I appreciate you guys coming out here and giving us a chance to sort of lay it on the line.
Oh, thank you guys. And I just want to touch on that. This can only grow, guys, if you guys, you know, what we're teaching, you guys are seeing improvement. So we're very confident, Dakota and I, in what we know. Like I said, we've been around the game for a long time, you know, played a long while and been coached by great guys. So, you know, what we're willing to teach and how we're going to grow is only gonna happen if you guys are improving, and we're very confident that you guys are. So I know, like I said, I know Dakota's excited. I'm excited as well to get out and to work with you guys. So yeah, just looking forward to the opportunity, guys. So like I said, thanks for coming out and hearing our spiel, and yeah, looking forward to getting it started. So
yes, basically, but like I said, we're looking to start things up on the 4th of May, that first Sunday, and just take it from there. We just want to get everyone as best as they can. So again, thank you so much, guys, for coming out tonight. Give us the opportunity.
no worries. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.